So, this week I thought I would be reviewing the Stila Souffle Lingerie foundation. I think they called it a skin tint, and don't mind Beetle bopping around back there. Oh goodness. So So I have been holding on to this for a while, and I actually gave it a full week try on before I thought I would come to you guys and review it for you, because I wanted to honestly have like a full understanding of how, like, the best place for this and what the best use for it would be. I've been honestly trying to figure out what the best use of this would be, because it seems to have a lot of differing opinions. I've seen people be very positive about this product, and then a lot of other people just say, like, why? Like, Tati hates this product, does not understand this product. I also just want to disclose, I did not buy the primer that goes with this. They have the bronzing and the highlighting primer, I guess, for it, I think is what they market it for. I did not buy it mostly because I promised my husband we were going into Ulta for one thing, and we walked out $100 later with a couple of items, so I gotta stop doing that, otherwise he's not gonna let me back inside Ulta. But just to give you some background on this in case you haven't heard about this, it's supposed to be an advanced pigment, light reflecting particles. It's supposed to blur and even skin tones, sorry. And they're basically saying that 4 different people can wear this. So they only have 8 shades. I have shade 1.0 because I'm fair complexion. But it's supposed to cover 4 people with one shade. So ultimately it should cover 32 different skin tones. I personally think that this one was a good match. I swatched it on the inside of my arm. It seemed like it really matched my skin tone, and I have had positive experience with this, but let's try it on and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, you guys, I have red hair again, you can see, so that's always a bonus. I did not take video of me dyeing it this red because I didn't think it was going to work. Alright, so I have been I've been using the Clinique 3-step program. I think I might have mentioned this in one of my last videos. I am currently not doing the hydrator, mostly just because I don't feel like I need to. I use, and I'll show you here in a second, because this is my prep. Sorry, it gets a little sketchy around the eyeballs, right? So gross, so gross. So I use the Pixie Milky Mist, and it really works out for me. So I use the daily cleanser. I have switched. I was using the dry skin. They have different formulations for different kinds of skin. So I was using the dry skin. I've now mixed to dry combo because I do get a little bit oily. This is the daily exfoliator that you use after you wash your face, which I did off camera. And then you're supposed to go in with a moisturizer. And even though the Skin Souffle is 70% water, which is something that they boast about, I like giving my skin something fun to work with. So I've seen people go into this product with a couple of different ways. I've seen a sponge, which I don't know why people, and I'm not knocking people who do, but I don't know why you would go into this product with a sponge. So it says right there on the thing, they boast the fact that it's 70% water. Think about it, sponge, water, you're just gonna lose your product, right? And I've seen people go in with their fingers, and I just felt, I mean, I've got little talons on, I just feel like I like nick it and move it around, so I have opted for the flat top, kind of like kabuki-like brush. But you don't need a lot. It's a very, I'm trying to get it to like, it's not gonna work for me. It's a very sturdy container. It's a very nice, heavy duty. It's really nice glass. It's got some weight to it. But I just kind of dip in with my flat top, woo, and go around. So let's see if I can't do this without picking up an astronomical amount, because you don't need, at least I don't think that you need much. I've also, and quite honestly, this maybe is one of the reasons why I'm in love with this. not to boast about Clinique too much, since that is not what this video is about, but ever since I started doing the 3-step program, I've been loving the way that my skin looks. And so I feel like not really opting for the Kat Von D Makeup Lock-It foundation, right? That's just not, I don't need high coverage for the everyday. I've been just quite happy with a little bit less coverage, because that is the other thing. It's slightly buildable. I don't think you could ever build this up to a full coverage foundation, but you could build it from like a light to about a medium, probably. Also, sorry if I'm looking down, my mirror's like right below you guys. Trying to get that hairline. There we go. So I mean, it's not full coverage, but it's definitely not like not noticeable. I didn't mention this does come in 1 fluid ounce, which is typical for your foundation sizes. But again, they haven't been marketing this as a foundation. They've been marketing this, excuse me, more as like a skin tint, which I feel like, honestly, I don't know if you can see, my lighting is kind of blocking you guys, but it definitely does give a coverage a little bit, and you can see it does oxidize just a bit, or here, like the back of my arm, it does oxidize just a bit. Of course my husband calls me in the middle. Gotta love husbands when they call in the middle of your video. I feel like he's interrupted a lot of my videos here recently. Anyways, I like the way that it kind of mats down. I also don't feel the need to use setting powder with this. It doesn't seem to need it. It dries down to almost like a powdery texture, which is a strange concept for me to really kind of think about, because it's just, you don't need it. So I leave that alone. Toddler wants some. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my full face of makeup and show you what it looks like, finished product with like foundation and the whole 9 yards. Also, I've been absolutely adoring the Gimme Brow. I got like this tiny little trial. I've been like using every last bit because I'm definitely a fan of the product. I just haven't bought this specific one yet, and so I've just been like adoring the way, and my eyebrows are not kept up well at all right now. They are a hot mess express going on up here, but I've just been absolutely adoring how it kind of like holds them to where I put it, which is super nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my non-existent eyebrows off camera really quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, eyebrows are back on my face. Looking a little bit of a hot mess, but we're just gonna hot mess express it today. I figured I would talk to you guys while I do my makeup because I haven't been on here in a week. Honestly, it's because I have been so sick. We had strep throat come through the house, which was a whole lot of fun for everybody involved. Thankfully, we only got hit with like a flu cold thing, but other people in the house got hit with hardcore strep throat, so lucked out there. Today I'm going to be using Graveyard Girl's palette. I have had this from the original launch, so it's old, but still, it smells amazing. I can't get over it. I'm also going to be using this mirror instead of this one down here, so that I can maybe try to,
I did a hard game now.
Gotta love her. Function without, like, leaning in, so, we'll see. I also haven't done a look out of this palette in eons, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm not going to give you guys a tutorial over it unless you guys come back and say you loved it, in which case then I'll show you what I'm doing here today, but it's really nothing fancy. So this, I think that the souffle lays down really nice. It seems to be really easy to work with. Some of the problems people were talking about was that it left brush strokes when using a brush. I like, I have not had that issue, but I could see how people could. It did seem to want to, oh baby, we need to blend. I could see how people could have those issues, if they weren't paying attention or if they globbed a lot. I think that's the other thing that I've been noticing. Moderation seems to be key when it comes to this, this stuff. Because when you glob, I did glob a lot on my face one day and there's just brush strokes everywhere, but I kind of like worked it down my face and like got all over my chest that day just because it was the product that just wouldn't work into your face. And I think that's because it has such a high hydration, I mean, it's a very hydrating formula, so I think it kind of moved around. It didn't want to settle in, at all. So, which, as long as you know that's what you're working with when you're going into it, shouldn't be a problem. And I guess it's also work in moderation. You don't want to jump, you wouldn't put any foundation on in giant globs, right? And I think it's just, we need to keep in mind that it's just a tint. It's not trying to be, you know, Kat Von D's tattoo lock foundation. It's not trying to be that high coverage, high speed, like whack, shellac, done. It's not that. It's definitely not that kind of product. So we just need to treat it as such, because otherwise then you're just kind of putting it at an unfair advantage, which I feel like personally was what a lot of these people who reviewed it were doing. Just kind of giving it an unfair advantage, or an unfair disadvantage, I should say, because they were expecting it to perform like some high coverage or the Derma Lock or whatever foundation, and that's not what this product is claiming to do or even attempting to do. So I have been digging it though. Definitely loving how it's been looking. It seems really easy. I mean, I've also been pretty lazy with my makeup lately. I'll just throw that stuff on and some mascara. I've gotten into some new lip colors by who is this? Maybelline? The Maybelline matte ink stains have been my go-to life lately for lippies at work. They stay on, they're matte, they're beautiful. And I've been venturing into like deep colors. Like, I just recently bought these two guys. They kind of go with the hair, which is kind of what we were going for that day. But I've already been a fan of their bright red. They have a bright red like Kylie's birthday cake that I'm definitely a fan of. What does this color swatch like? Nothing. It swatches away to nothing. So, you know, trying not to. Gosh, I forgot how much I love this palette. I have honestly probably not picked up this palette in forever, which is exactly why I picked it up today. But my goodness, I can't be mad. Anywho, but the foundation is still looking ever so fabulous. I'm gonna go ahead before I go in and do mascara and such, and I'm using my Tarte Pro again. Just gonna contour and kind of warm up the face because I'm looking a little.
Hey, Mom.
Yes. Alright. Sorry, so it's super icy here where we live, and so her pre-K got canceled, and we have been an ABC mouse house for probably about 6 months, and this definitely helps when I can get her to do the actual activities. She learned that there's a way to like.
It's not letting me go to the circle of the red.
You have to go from the red to the circle. See?
I think.
when she actually uses it, it's great. And so since school got canceled today, she was like, oh, I want to learn today, so can I do it? And I was like, are you feeling okay? Yeah, of course you can learn. Yes, of course. And then of course, then she was like, oh, are you doing a video? Hello, let me be in your video, let me be the star of the show. I'm just like, no, we're not doing this today. We are, however, today dyeing her hair pink. She's had her hair pink before, and she absolutely loves having pink hair, but I only do I'm not too crazy. But it's temporary stuff. It washes out after like 5 or 6 washes. Well, that's what it says. It's supposed to wash out after 5 or 6 washes, and I think the last time we did it, it stayed in her hair for probably 3 months or so. It was a while, but she loves it, and I don't care. I mean, I get looks all the time from other parents like, your daughter has pink hair, and like almost like they're asking like, do you know that your 4-year-old has pink hair? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I don't care. Oh, I forgot my. Sorry. I don't care. She's at that age where, I mean, like, if she wants pink hair to express herself, then by all means, let's go find some pink hair. I'm hoping that these semi-permanent dyes don't completely, I don't know what she's doing back there, don't completely butcher her hair. Because that was the other comment, like, she's so young and she's gonna ruin her hair, and it grows back, we can chop it off, it's not the end of the world, people. I don't know why everyone feels the need to judge other parents or whatnot based on what they let their kids do. But if my kid wants pink hair, let her have pink hair. You only live once. So. All right. Oh goodness. It's gonna be a long winter. They had like a whole week canceled 2 weeks ago due to snow and cold. It got down to like, I think they said that with the wind chill it was -54 here. And I mean, I live around the Chicago area. It's not like it's not a typical, I don't live in the Antarctic, alright? Like, but it was so funny when it finally came back up to a whopping like 30 degrees. People were like barbecuing and going all out. And I'm like, man, this is why the South makes fun of us, y'all. Like, this is exactly why the South is like them crazy folk up there. Because here we are and it's like 30 degrees out and we're celebrating flipping making burgers, alright? Like, whoo, it is still 20 degrees out. Also, yes, I use 3 different mascaras because I'm crazy. I have no other way. They all do different things, and I wish that they would all do, like, I wish I could find a mascara that did all of the above, but I'm also trying not to use false eyelashes as much. Attempting. So, I don't know, I think that's all I'm going to do today. I'm really liking this eye makeup that I accomplished. Again, if you guys like it, hit me up. I will definitely do, I know this is an old palette and not everybody, I don't even know if it's honestly for sale anymore, which is kind of why I don't really typically do it on camera, because I don't want you guys to be like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing, like, I need this palette, and then you not be able to find it, because I do know that Bunny has talked out about a lot of fakes, and having issues with that, and so I don't want you guys to run out and go try to buy it and find a fake and then it not be the same quality, and you sitting there doing it and going, well, why doesn't mine look like hers? I would feel really bad. I don't want to promote, I also don't like promoting buying fake stuff in general. We don't know what's in that. They can just copy and paste, although I don't think hers doesn't have the info on the back of the box. It's just like a wood paneling. But what I don't want to happen is I don't want you guys to go out and buy something and then get like a staph infection or something in your eye because you bought bad fake makeup, and it's just avoid the whole situation. But if you do like this, Hi, look, I will do it. Just know that you might not be able to get the palette. I can check for you guys and see, and I'll put it down in the description whether you still can get this or not. But since that wasn't even what this video is about, we've completely gotten off topic because that's what happens when it's snow day and snowpocalypse 2019. What? Because you live in the northwest corner of the world. It's not. I don't even live in the northwest corner. What? I need some more coffee. It's been a very long morning. It's not even morning time anymore. It's noon. Just got to noon. I should eat lunch. Maybe that's what my problem is. Deficit of sugar or something. But let me try and scoot in closer one last time. You guys can see what this stuff looks on, like, on the face. You know what, and while we're here, since I feel like I've completely strayed what this original video was about, I'll just put some, and I want a little. And see, it doesn't pick up, like, a lot. But here, I'll show you, like, it's not even wanting to show this. So you can see it kind of different. And it kind of oxidizes after a couple of minutes. But I mean, from afar, you can't even tell. And so, oh, maybe if I could, I don't know why I chose to do right here, like where it's the hardest for me to try and show you guys. Hey! You can kind of see the difference. I don't know. I'm in love with it. I can't stop using it. It gets an A+ from me. Also, I mean, like, I don't have a lot of bougie things on my counter, so this just makes me look like, all that in a bag of chips. Look at me with my glass, like, ooh, sounds ridiculous. I sound ridiculous. Alright, guys, I hope everyone has a great day wherever you are, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I have my Twitter and my Snapchat handle, I believe, down below. Come follow all the craziness. I will have a vlog up here soon as a little bonus video. And then hopefully next week I will get to reviewing that John Frieda hair dryer. Every time I try to figure out how to, it's loud and I love it, but it's so loud, and every time I'm like, oh, I'll just show them brushing it out. It's like, well, that just sounds like an obnoxious video to watch, because just like, and no one wants to hear that for 5 minutes straight. Am I right? Am I right? Alright. So, anyways, subscribe down below. Don't forget to give me a like if you like this video. Don't forget to comment if you want to see the Swamp Queen palette tutorial on the eyes that I just did. It was super quick and easy, but I will definitely show you that if you are interested. But subscribe, become a part of the Know-Me's, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!